What is going on, guys? My name is Will Sickness and welcome everybody to this new YouTube video. I'm really happy that I'm getting back into YouTube, but today is the day that I am going to be showing you my Sony Vegas Pro 15 render settings. Yes, I used to use Premiere Pro, but I've just fallen in love with Sony Vegas again. I used to use it back in the day and I just find it a lot quicker to render videos now, well, to actually edit them, and I will be showing you a little tutorial how to make them render even faster than your boy Premiere Pro. So let's get straight into this. Okay, so as you can see, here is Sony Vegas just in the flesh, you know. So first of all, you got this little box up here. Okay, so what you can do is press the little settings bar, or like with little settings there, or you can do Alt and Enter, and that will bring up right here. So Sony Vegas 15 has actually brought in a feature that you can't do anywhere else, and it says resample mode, disable resample, and basically it's when you have like ghosting and everything, but using resample mode, then if you put disable resample, you won't have to disable resample on any of your clips. It's actually like genuinely like one of the best things ever. So yeah, what I would recommend, so if you're doing 4K footage, then put 4K up there. If you're doing 1440p, do 2560 by 1440. But as I do 1080p 60 frames per second footage, I do width 1920 and I do height 1080. Field order, put that as none. Pixel aspect ratio, make sure you do that as square, otherwise you'll have like little black kind of corners in it. Output your rotation, you don't want to rotate your like footage. Like, why would you want to do that unless you're doing a crazy edit? But you can actually do that in cropping and stuff. Crop and pan. Stereotypical, no, stereoscopic 3D mode, make sure that is off. Pixel format, put that as 8-bit, because then you get the most true colors possible that you can get. All of these are actually like darkened out, but if you can change any of them, just make sure they are 2.222 video, 1.0 default with that little thing there, and then off. So then we're gonna go full resolution rendering quality. Basically, when you're rendering a video, it will go to best and then it will go to full. That's basically what it's saying. So yeah, make sure that's on best. You can do good and stuff, but if you want the best quality for your YouTube videos, then make sure to do that. YouTube compression is still pretty bad, but I mean, best will make sure it's as best as possible. It might take a little bit longer, but not too much longer. Make sure motion blur type is on Gaussian deterrent method, I think that's how you say it. Make sure that is none, but disable resample, otherwise you're going to get ghosting. And then press start all new projects with these settings. And then go to audio, make sure the sample rate is matching whatever you got in your recording software. For example, I use OBS. If you go settings, audio, my sample rate is 44.1 kilohertz. So that's why I put 100 kilohertz. So yeah, then bit depth 16, resample and stretch mode best. And then yeah, that's all you got to do for the project settings. Press apply, but I'm going to press cancel. So yeah, the next thing that you're going to do is actually get a clip in here. So I'm just going to get a recording real quickly. Okay, so I got a clip right here, so we're just going to delete a section of it. There we go. And then we don't want it that long, so we are just going to create it, yeah, 1.5 minutes long. That would do. That would do, donkey. That would do. Right, so first of all, what I do is put some color correction on. So I'm going to go to color correction, make sure that's secondary, and then drag the default one onto the clip, okay? And then as we got this, I'm going to go to preset and make sure it's gaming color correction. Look at the little clip on the right side and look at it change colors, right? It looks a little bit more vibrant and stuff. Just copy these settings there. 0, then 1.5, then 1, 1, 1, no, offset is -1, and then it goes 1. So yeah, just copy down these settings. You can pause the video right now if you would like to, and then make sure you press save, and then you got that preset forever. This is just my color correction settings, and this is what it would look like. So yeah, pretty damn cool. So yeah, so that is the clip right there. So what I'm now going to do is press File and Render As. These are going to be the render settings that we are chosen. So as you can see, I've got two filters, right? One for 1080p 60 frames per second and one for 1440p. I would recommend, even if you like record in 720p, to upload your videos in 1440p, because then YouTube actually gives you a better codec to actually render your videos in. For example, I will put two screenshots on the screen right now, and this is what the actual videos look like on YouTube compared to the local. So the first one is the YouTube, and then the second one is the actual local file. YouTube destroys quality on 1080p, so the higher the actual resolution, the better video quality. And it's not even a high file size, because I'll show you something in a little bit, right? So first of all, make sure go render options, make sure render loop region only isn't selected, otherwise you might be like only pretend if you have that selected, that's just gonna render that bit. You want to make sure it only renders the video, otherwise you might be rendering the wrong stuff, right? So if I take off that filter right there, you need to go to magix AVC AAC MP4, click on any one of these, but if you do have a graphics card that is made by Nvidia, make sure you download your drivers. And if you don't know what card you actually do have, then you can literally just load up GeForce Experience or anything like that, and then it will tell you what graphics card you have. If you've got AMD, I'm not too sure if it will work. But yeah, as you can see, just click on any one of these, but I'm going to go to my filters so I can actually show you my settings. So customize template, make sure you go to, you have to press customize template, there you go. So first of all, include video. Why wouldn't you want to include a video? Why are you even making YouTube videos? Surely you'll be making YouTube audio, you know? But go to frame size and then do a custom frame size. As if you actually choose one of these, sometimes YouTube doesn't work and it actually gives you a really weird resolution, then it downscales and stuff instead of a actual resolution. So yeah, basically just do a custom frame size, because then it will make sure that it's that resolution every time. Allow source to adjust frame size. Don't tick that, otherwise if you put 720p footage into your thing, then it might render at a lower resolution. Profile, make sure you have set that to high. Frame rate, put that as to 59.94. You can't do 60, but that basically rounds it up to 60 frames per second. Allow source to adjust frame rate, make sure that is unticked, so do not tick that. Field order, only thing I can do, so put that as none. Pixel aspect ratio, put that as 1, otherwise, as I said earlier, you'll have like little black borders across the edges. As I can't do any of these, I'm not gonna mess with those, but do a variable bitrate, right? This is for 1440p, 60 million and 50 million, but that's only like 50,000. As if I show you one of my renders before, right? So this is my render, and I'm going to go to details. See, that's 10,000. It did render at 50,000 though, but I'm going to be showing you some ways to reduce the file size. So yeah, encode mode, make sure that is NV encoder. Preset high quality, and RC mode, you can either do VBR high quality or just put that as VBR, but I just do VBR. But yeah, I actually do need to change that, VBR high quality, there we go. And then go to audio, 192. If you do it any higher, YouTube compression, actually you can't really see a difference. I've done lots of tests and this is the optimal one. Sample rate, put whatever you want, but it's best to do what you record in. System, can't change anything there. And then go to project, and then go to video rendering quality and put that as the best, as you can see right there. And yeah, just press the save button, do whatever you want. You can do like 1440p 60 fps wall thickness, so you know what exactly it is. Right, so as you can see, this is what exactly it is. So I'm going to type in test render for YouTube, okay? And then we're going to press the render button, and it is going to go exceptionally quickly, as you can see. Okay, I think it's because we're recording at the same time, but as you can see, it's going down a lot, and it's only like a minute 30 clip for 1440p. This would have taken like 10 minutes or something to render on older versions on Sony Vegas. So yeah, let's just make sure this just goes past. So as you can see, the video clip is just rendered. So if you press open folder, your video file is right there. But as you can see, that is 576 megabytes. What is quite a big file, but it is 50,000 megabytes a second. So you know, it's really good quality. Let's just play it. See that quality? There is like no loss on anything. It looks exceptionally well. But I'm going to show you something, right? So there's a program called Handbrake. I'll leave a link down below in the description. But first of all you have to do really is get your file, drag that in, and basically this is going to dramatically get your file size down without reducing any quality. So I have a custom preset. What I'm going to do is press that, and then it will go my dimensions, but it's 2560 by 1440, as that's the dimensions for 1440p. Then we're going to go to video. You can put some filters if you want, but there's no point. You may as well do that like color correction when you're editing. And then put frame rate same as source, and put as a constant frame rate, and H.264. And put that as 22, as that's the optimal kind of thing for the file size and the actual quality. Once you have done that, press browse, and then we're going to be like after Handbrake, right? So we have to type in .mp4, and then we are going to press start encoding. And now it's going to start encoding, and let's just wait for this to go through. As you can see, it's only 60% done, right? And it's 120 meg compared to the 576. For example, this video here is only 791 megabytes. And when I actually did record this video, well, render this video, it was about 4 gigabytes. It dramatically does it down. For example, my videos on 720p back in 2015 used to be around about 800 meg, and I had the worst internet. It took me about 6 hours to upload those. Used Handbrake, it literally brought it down to about 150 meg, so it only took about an hour to upload them. But now I have a lot faster internet, so it's all good. That's why I do 1440p 60 FPS. Otherwise I would probably do 1080p or 720, but I want to make sure the quality is really good for you guys, as if there is any pixelation or anything, it just really does bug me. Okay, so as you can see, we're nearly at 100%, and cue finished. So as you can see, this is the test render for YouTube. We're going to go to properties. So that is 576 meg. Let me just close that down. And then we're going to go here, 222 megabytes, guys. Then if we go details, as you can see, that is 50,000, and that is 20,000. I'm going to play the videos side by side, and I'm going to have another video in the description of the actual videos side by side. So yes, that is the difference compared to higher Handbrake. And these are my render settings. Like 222 meg is insane for 1440p. Literally, this is after Handbrake, right? I'm viewing a video right now. It looks literally the same as this test render here. That literally looked the same, and after YouTube compression, you won't be able to tell a difference, trust me. But yeah, I thought I'll end up this video here. Sorry for like the kind of longish video, but I've just been waiting for most of this video. I've been recording for about 18 minutes and 16 seconds. But yeah, I'm now going to end up this video here. Hopefully this has actually brought you an insight if you have been struggling making YouTube videos or anything like that. But if you want to use the NVENC kind of thing, that's like what you can use on OBS and stuff, make sure you got Sony Vegas 15 or above. If you do not, then you will not have the NVENC kind of situation. It really does help all your videos render as quickly as possible. As you saw, that minute 30 clip took about 2 minutes to render, right? And that was with color correction. When I used to use Premiere Pro with no color correction, remember, color correction does add on your render time. But if I was going to render a 10-minute video on Premiere Pro, it would take about 15 minutes. And I haven't got a bad CPU, guys, right? Task Manager, Ryzen 7 1700. In my OBS, I do 720p 60 FPS slow, or I can even stream in like 1440p if I really wanted to. but I do 720p because it's better to do lower resolutions, because then you can do a lower bitrate, and that means more people can actually watch your streams. I haven't streamed for a while, but I think I'm going to be doing a stream tomorrow. That'll be on the 23rd, but I think I'm going to upload to YouTube like every 2 days or so. But yeah, I thought I'd end up this video here. Thank you everybody so much for watching. My name's been Woolsickness. You guys have been absolutely awesome. Thank you for tuning into the video today. I was about to say stream. But yeah, that's how to do color correction. That's how to render your videos in 1440p. And that is how to get low file sizes. No clickbait, I literally just showed you proof. And after this little sequence, I will show you the difference between the actual quality. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. My name's been Woolsickness. You guys have been absolutely awesome. Hope you enjoy your day. Goodbye, everybody.